If you do not have the power in your calculator, you can take on log on both the side. It will become log 2.5181 is equals to log 1 plus r to the power of 12. A sum triples means you are going to have it as the amount if it is equal to x. A sum will be tripled, a will be is equals to 3 into x, that is 3x. Either you can use log table or you can take n to this side, it will become 1 by n. Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all. My name is Vibha, Mathematics faculty at Vidyashram, the Temple of Excellence Pre-University College, Mysuru. So in the last session, we have learnt about how to solve the simple problems on what? Compound interest, isn't it? And also we have solved there 2 marker and then 3 marker. Now, in this session of the same topic or the same chapter number 8 in your NCERT textbook, which is nothing but simple interest and compound interest, here we are going to have session number 5. So, which is a topic we are going to learn in this session? It is nothing but 5 marker problems. Okay, then let us move on to the problems, how to solve. So you know already what is the formula. It is given by the compound interest, isn't it? So compound interest can be taken as A minus P, isn't it? You are going to have it as, next you are going to have A can be written as P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N, where P is nothing but principal, R is nothing but the rate of interest, N is nothing but the number of years you are going to have it as, isn't it so? Yes. So based on this formulas, we are going to now solve the problems of a 5 marker. So let us look into the problem number. What is that we are having? If 600 amounts to 1510.9 at compound interest in 12 years, find the rate of compound interest. They have asked you to find out the rate of compound interest is nothing but R, isn't it? What they have given here. If 600 amount to 1510.9, therefore P is equals to, given it as 600, and then A they have given it as 1510.9, and then they have given N is nothing but 12 years, correct? So what is the formula? We know that just now you have learned that is nothing but A will be is equals to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N. Okay. Now here you are going to substitute what is A is nothing but 1510.9 is equals to 600 into 1 plus R, we don't know, we need to find out that only. N is nothing but 12, isn't it? Now you are going to have it as 1510.9 divided by this 600 comes to here is equals to 1 plus R whole to the power of 12, right? Now let me divide this one. Now you are going to have this one as 2.5181, okay? Will be is equals to 1 plus R whole to the power of 12. Now either you can take this power 12 to this side, it will become to the power of 1 by 12. You can solve it in a calculator. Otherwise, you can take log on both the side and then you can solve accordingly. Are you getting this one? If you do not have the power in your calculator, you can take on log on both the side. It will become log 2.5181 is equals to log 1 plus R to the power of 12, which is nothing but log m power n. So what is log m power n? Log m power n can be written as n log m. Okay, using that 12 log 1 plus R you are going to get it as. So you can use that formula also. I am taking here to the power of 12 here. So what it will become? 2.5181 to the power of, if 12 comes to this side, it will become 1 by 12. Will be is equals to 1 plus R. Okay. Now, what is 1 by 12? 1 by 12b is equals to 2.5181 whole to the power of 0.0833. It will continue to the digit. So if you write only 4 digit after the decimal point, it is enough, which will be is equals to 1 plus r. Okay. Now you are going to have this one to the power of 0.0833. Now also you can take log on both the side. You will be getting 0.0833 into log of 2.5181 is equal to log of 1 plus r. Are you getting this one? So you are going to get the answer for this one 1.0799, which will be is equal to 1 plus r. Now you are going to have this one 1.0799 minus 1, correct? If 1 comes to this side, it will be minus 1. Therefore, r will be is equal to 1.0799 minus 1. If you minus 1 from that, r will be is equal to 0.0799. Now what is 799 can be written as r will be is equal to 0.08. If you round off that 799, you can write it as r will be is equal to 0.08. Now I want to convert r in percentage. What I need to do? Into 100 you are going to multiply. So what is the answer you are getting? Into 100 means r will be is equals to 8%. That's what they have asked you to find out. Rate of interest. That's it, dear students. Is that easier? So by using the formula, by using the calculator, or by using the logarithmic table, you can calculate this one. Understood? Okay. We'll move on to the next problem. What they have asked. If 2000 amounts to 2315.25 at compound interest in 3 years, find the rate of interest. So similar to the what we have done the last problem, here they have given it as P will be is equals to 2000 and A is equals to 2315.25. So and N will be is equals to 3 years. You need to find out compound interest, find the rate of interest. You need to find out the rate of interest. Therefore, using the same formula, what we are having, A will be is equals to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N. Now, you know already P is nothing but 2315.25 is equals to 2000 into 1 plus r we don't know as it is. N is nothing but 3 years they have given. Now I am going to cross multiply 2000 to this side. It will become in the denominator you can write. So 2315.25 divided by 2000 is equals to 1 plus r whole to the power of 3. Now let me divide this. You are going to get the answer will be is equals to 1.1576 will be is equals to 1 plus r whole to the power of 3. As I said, you can take log on both the side or you can solve it in a calculator by taking power 3 to this side. It will become 1 by 3. 1.1576 to the power of 1 by 3 is equals to 1 plus r. Now what is 1 by 3 will be is equals to? 1 by 3 will be is equal to 0.333. So 1.1576 0.333 will be is equal to 1 plus r. Now, let me calculate again this in a calculator. You are going to get the answer for this one will be is equals to 1.0499 will be is equals to 1 plus r. Now, I want r means I have to take this 1 to this side. It will become minus 1. So, I am writing like this. R will be is equal to 1.0499 minus 1, you are going to get the answer is 1.0499 can be written as 0.0499 because you are going to take this 1 minus 1 is there, right? Now you are going to have this can be written as round of 0.5, correct? Because 499 can be round to 0.5. So I want in a percentage, R will be is equal to 0. What is that? You are going to have it as 0.5 will be is equals to, what is that? 5%. How? You are going to multiply by 100. Understood? So is that easier? Either you can solve it in a calculator or you can solve it in a by using logarithmic table. Okay? Yes. We'll move on to next question what they have asked. A sum of money put at compound interest amounts to 672 in 2 years and 714 in 3 years. Find the rate of interest per annum. Also find principal. What they have given? They have given a sum of money put at a compound interest amount is 672 in 2 years. Therefore, we are going to have it as A will be is equals to, first they have given it as 672 in 2 years in N is equals to 2 years. Correct? So, I can use the formula. What is that? Next, let me write what they have given and then let me use the same formula here. So, here they have given next is A will be is equal to 714 rupees in 3 years. That is N is equal to 3 years. So, which is the formula you are going to use? You are going to use it as A will be is equal to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N. Isn't it? This formula you are going to use it as. They have not given the R also. Let me find out here by substituting in this formula, these two form or given. So, what will be? You are going to have now substitute 672 is equals to, we don't know P as it is we are writing 1 plus R whole to the power of 2 you are going to have it as. Similarly, they have given it as, let me call this equation as 1. Okay. What they have given next is A is 714 is equals to P we don't know 1 plus R, but they have given N is equal to 3 years. Let me call this equation as 2. Now, I want now R to find out P, isn't it? Because A already they have given. Now, I can do for cancellation equation 2 by equation 1. Why? Because to the power of 3 to the power of 2 is there, it will get cancelled. So, by doing equation 2 divided by 1, you are going to get the left hand side. Equation 2 is first 714 divided by 672 is equals to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of 3 divided by P into 1 plus R whole squared. Now, here PP will get cancelled, 2 terms of 1 plus R will get cancelled, numerator you are going to remain with 1 plus R and this side you are going to remain with 714 divided by 672. Let me do this by calculator or let me calculate here. You are going to get the answer as 1.0625. Therefore, let me write it here 1.0625 is equals to 1 plus R. Now, I want R will be is equals to 1.0625 minus 1. So, the remaining will be R is equals to 0.0625. You are going to get the answer in R will be is equal to, if you multiply throughout by 100, the answer is 6.25%. Correct? Now, by using this R, we are going to calculate what is principal amount. So, any one equation you can use. I am going to use this equation only. So, what happens? By using equation 1 by 1, you are going to have, I am writing the equation 1 here, which is 672 is equals to P into 1 plus R whole squared. Now, 672 is equals to P we don't know, 1 plus R we know that 0.0625 whole squared. Now, this will become 672 is equals to P into, this will become 1.0625 whole square. Let me calculate this in a calculator. It will become 672 is equals to P into 1.12890. Now take this to the side, it will become divided by 672 divided by 1.12890 is equals to P. Now let me divide this one again, calculator. So the answer you are going to get for this one, P will be is equals to 595.2697. This is your answer. They've asked you to calculate thus only that many rupees of a principal amount you are going to get when they have given this amount of and rate of interest for 6.25%. Are you getting? Okay, let us move on to the next question. What they have asked, a sum of money put out at compound interest amount in 2 years to 4,410 in 3 years to you are going to have 4,630.5. Find rate of interest and the original sum they have asked. Now let me calculate here. Now you are going to have it as, I am going to give you the hint here, same as above what we have solved here, but they have given the same formula, but they have given the principal amount as a different number of years. So what they have given in 2 years, 4,410. Therefore, amount they have given it as A is equal to 4,410 in 2 years. In N is equals to 2 years. And then you are going to have it as amount will be is equal to 4,630.5 in N is equals to 3 years. So same formula, which is that A will be is equal to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N. Now you are going to substitute in the equation. You are going to solve until here. I am going to solve the question. Find the rate of interest as well as the principal amount there. Original sum they have asked. Now you are going to have it as A will be is equals to, that is 4,410 is equals to P into 1 plus R whole squared. Similarly, 4,630.5 is equals to P into 1 plus R whole cube. Now call this equation as 1, call this equation as 2. Now 2 by 1, as like above, same procedure, you are going to solve this question. Okay, try out this question similar to above. Okay, yes, we'll move on to next question. At what rate percentage compound interest a sum of rupees 2,550 will amount to 2,952 in 3 years? So they have asked you to find out the rate of interest here. That means R, what they have given, 2,550 will amount to, that means A is here, this one 2,952. So A is 2,952 and P is 2,550. Correct? Now they have given here's number of years is N is equals to 3 years. Correct? Now what is the formula? You know that A is equals to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N. Let me substitute here. I need to find out the rate of interest. A is 2,952 is equals to P is 2,550 into 1 plus R is, don't know, N is 3 years. Now I am going to cross multiply this. You are going to get 2,952 divided by 2,550 is equals to 1 plus R whole to the power of 3. As like similar to the first problem we are doing here, 2,952 divided by 2,550. This will be is equals to 1.1576. It will be equal to 1 plus R whole to the power of 3. Now what I need to do, either you can do by logarithmic method or you can solve by taking the power to this side. What happens? 1.1576 whole to the power of 1 by 3 is equal to 1 plus R. Now 1 by 3 is 0.333. 1.1576 whole to the power of 0.3333 is equal to 1 plus r. Let me calculate this one, which will be is equal to 1.0499 is equal to 1 plus r. Now r will be is equal to 1.0499 minus 1, which is 0.0499, which is approximately 0.05. Now r will be is equal to, I want in a percentage means I can multiply through 100 by calculator, or you can write directly as 0.05 into 100 is 5%. Understood? This is your answer for this question. Yes, you understood. They have asked rate of interest, we have found out. Okay, we'll move on to next question. They have asked at what rate percentage of a compound interest a sum of money will double itself in 12 years. So, they have asked here again rate percentage, that means R. Let me find out. So here you are going to have it as, see, sum of a money will double means you are going to have it as A will be is equals to 2x. P will be is equals to x. Let P is equals to x and A will be is equal to, it will double the money, which is nothing but 2x. Now they have given it as N will be is equals to 12 years, isn't it? Let me calculate this by using the formula A is equals to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N. A is 2x is equal to x into 1 plus R we don't know, to the power of 12 we are going to have it as. Now x will get cancelled, you are going to remain with 2 is equals to 1 plus R whole to the power of 12. As I told you, you can take log on both the side or you can shift 12 to that side, it will become 2 to the power of 1 by 12 is equals to 1 plus R. Let me calculate this 1 by 12. This will be is equal to 2 to the power of 0.0833 is equals to 1 plus R. Now again 2 to the power of 0.0833. This will be is equal to 1.0594, which will be is equals to 1 plus R. Now you are going to have it as R will be is equals to 1.0594 minus 1. So R you are going to get it as 0.0594. So 594 will approximately equal to 0.06. Now R is equal to 0.06 means, again in a percentage if you want to convert, you can multiply by 100, which is nothing but 6%. That's it. This is your answer. Okay. I think you understood this problem, how to calculate by using the same formula for all the problems, isn't it? We'll move on to the next question. A sum triples itself in 4 years under compound interest at a certain rate of interest. Okay. That means a sum triples means you are going to have it as the amount, if it is equal to x, a sum will be tripled, A will be is equals to 3 into x, that is 3x. Understood? Find the time it would take to become 9 times itself. That means after finding the rate of interest, you are going to consider the amount will be 9 times of that one. That means 9x. Okay. First, let us find out by using let P is equals to, or by assuming let P is equals to x, let P is equals to x. So it is, you are going to have some triples. Triples means A will be is equals to 3x. Number of years they have given it as what? 4 years. So N will be is equal to 4 years. Let me calculate here by using the formula. A will be is equal to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N. So A is nothing but 3x is equal to P is nothing but x into 1 plus R we don't know. We need to find out that only. N they have given it as 4 years. Now xx will get cancelled. You are going to remain with 3 will be is equal to 1 plus r whole to the power of 4. Now let me take this 4 to this side. It will become 3 to the power of 1 by 4 will be is equal to 1 plus r. Now you know already 1 by 4 you are familiar with that 0.25 which is 3 to the power of 0.25 which will be 1 plus r. Now 1 plus r is equal to 3 to the power of 0.25 which will be 1.3160. Okay, you are going to have the answer here. R will be is equals to 1.3160 minus 1. You are going to get R is equal to 0.3160. So if you multiply by 100, if I want the rate of interest, the interest will be 31.6%. This is the rate of interest you are going to have it as. Now you are going to use that R here to calculate what is that? You are going to have it as find the time. Time means in number of years you need to find out. Let me take that one. We know that R is equals to, let me write it in 0.3160. Okay, and then you are going to have P is equals to X. What they have asked, it will be 9 times. 9 times means A is equals to 9x. We don't know what is N is equal to. Let me use the formula. A is equals to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N. So A is nothing but 9x is equals to P is X into 1 plus R is nothing but 0.3160 to the power of N. We don't know. Xx will get cancelled. You are going to remain with 9 is equals to 1.3160 whole to the power of N, isn't it? So now either you can use log table or you can take N to this side. It will become 1 by N. But how we are going to write it as 9? 9 to the power of 1 by N as. So here we must take the log table as apply log on both the side. Log 9 is equals to log 1.3160 to the power of N. Right? Now you are going to have it as, this is by using log m power n is equal to n log m. So therefore by using this formula you can write this one as log 9 is equals to n log 1.3160. Right? Now you are going to find out log 9 value by using the logarithmic table. This is 0.9542 which will be is equal to n into this log will be 0.1192. How we are going to see the logarithmic here? In the 9th row 0 column, here you are going to find out 13th row first column 6 is the mean difference. In 6 mean difference, what is the value? You are going to add up, isn't it? So you are going to get total answer is this one. Therefore n will be is equals to 0.9542 divided by 0.1192. Let me use the calculator for this one. So the answer for this one is n is equal to 8.00. That means n will be is equal to 8 years. Okay, that is your answer for this question. I hope you understood this problem. We'll move on to the next problem. What they have asked. Lakshmi decided to purchase hairdressing machine. She decided to purchase that hairdressing machine. For this purpose, she took a loan 5,000. That means principal amount will be is equal to 5,000 at what rate of interest? At 5% per annum. 5% per annum. For number of years, how many years she took? She took it for to finish 3 years, right? At a compound interest. How much amount did she return after 3 years? Also find the amount paid as interest. So they have asked you to find out how much amount did she return after 3 years. Amount they have asked A, and also they have asked to find out CI. CI is nothing but A minus P, you know already. First let me calculate this one by using the formula given. P is equals to 5,000 and you are going to have R is equal to 5%, which is nothing but 5 by 100, which is 0.05. And N is equals to, they have given it as 3 years, right? So let me calculate by using the formula. A is equals to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N. Let me use the formula. A is equals to P into 1 plus R whole to the power of N. Substituting, you are going to have it as, we don't know what is A, we are writing as it is. P is 5,000 into 1 plus R is nothing but 0.05, N is nothing but 3 years. Let me calculate this one. You are going to have A is equals to 5,000 into 1.05 to the power of 3. Let me calculate this, which is A is equals to 5,000 into 1.1576. Okay. So by multiplying this, A will be is equal to 5,788.125. So A is equals to 5,788.125. So this much amount she will be paying after 3 years. Now what we need to find out? We need to find out the compound interest also. So compound interest is given by the formula CI is equals to A minus P. What is A? You are going to have it as 5,788.125 minus principal amount is 5,000. So that is CI. CI will be is equals to, if you minus 5,000, remaining is 788.125. So this much compound interest Lakshmi will pay for, what is that? Purchasing the hairdressing machine. Understood? I hope you understood all the problems by using the same formula just by what they have asked in the question, or what you know according to a sum of amount means it will be a amount A, and amount what they have asked will be is equals to principal amount, or they may ask you rate of interest, or they may ask you the number of years. Okay dear students, I hope you understood these problems how to solve by using the same formula which I have taken from exercise of your textbook. Thank you dear students.